What's up everyone and welcome to another video of the GC channel. I am GC, also known as Jocoin, and today I'm gonna talk about what is left in the future of the Walking Dead franchise. It has recently been revealed that the Walking Dead will end after season 11. So with that there are only 30 episodes left. We get 6 extra episodes of season 10, and the final 11th season will have 24 episodes, and that's a big season. We know it's gonna end somewhere halfway through 2022, so that's actually pretty far away, so we still got a lot of Walking Dead things to cover. And besides that, we also have a lot of other shows. But we're gonna talk about it a little bit later. Let's first see what is left for The Walking Dead. We know that they still have 4 volumes to adapt. And those are Lion's Request, The New World Order, The Rotten Core, and Rest in Peace. Now, all of these 4 volumes mostly focus on the Commonwealth. And in the Alliance Across, we got the Journey to the Commonwealth, and we got the Rebellion of Hilltop, and the End of the Whispers. Well, all of that has happened except for the rebuilding of the Hilltop. So we could still have the Rebellion of the Hilltop in the 6 extra episodes. I think that is most likely the case, or in season 11. Then we have the Commonwealth for, I believe, mostly season 11. It's unconfirmed, but it's most likely confirmed that those 6 extra episodes will focus on Mackie and characters from the Commonwealth. But in season 11, we're gonna get the introduction of the Commonwealth. We're gonna see what kind of conversation is going down there. We know that the Commonwealth doesn't really have the best politics, so that's something that's coming forward. So we're gonna have some resistance. In the comics, we had Rick standing up as a new leader of the Commonwealth because the Commonwealth doesn't really have the best leader. Their leader, Pamela Milton, is a very bad leader. And so Rick may take over, but eventually someone else takes over. It's not really clear who exactly, but it was not Rick because Rick was killed by Sebastian Milton, the son of Pamela. But anyway, there is a resistance. The resistance wants Rick as the new leader, and that doesn't happen because Sebastian kills Rick in the comics. And now that Rick is gone on the show, someone else has to take his place. Important storyline, and I believe that it will be Aaron, since he's there as the new Rick, sort of. He's lost his arm, he has the beard of Rick, so it really looks like he will become the new Rick, and so I believe that he will be there as the new leader of the Commonwealth and then gets shot by Sebastian. Then we also have Michonne meeting her long-lost daughter, who is now living at the Commonwealth, but we know that Michonne is not on the show anymore, so who else could have a long-lost daughter? We have this group of 4. We have Princess, Ezekiel, Eugene, and Yumiko. Yumiko looks kind of like the new Michonne. So she could have a long-lost daughter she finds in the Commonwealth. Either that, or we're not getting that storyline. Maybe that storyline will be cut out of the whole thing. Who knows? I actually hope it does happen because it's a very interesting storyline. But I'm not sure who will get it then, because no one really seems to fit having a long-lost child. It kind of come out of nowhere and will really make much sense. So I don't see that actually happening. I believe that that whole storyline will be cut out of the show. Finally, we have the big ending. After Rick dies, we have a 20 years time jump, about 20 years. In those 20 years, we see Carl with Sophia having a child named Andrea. We have Negan, who was living far away from everyone. We have Mackie, who is now a very moody mom and has a very annoying child named Herschel. Has become an annoying sport brat, and that's not good at all. We also have Sebastian still being in prison and being seen as one of the worst people around. Eugene building train tracks and train roads. It has been revealed that Stephanie died off screen. We have Michelle as a judge, and she also has a new husband. We have Lydia with a new husband. So everyone eventually gets a happy ending. And I don't really see it happening on the show because there are certainly a lot of characters missing right now. But something similar to it could happen. We could have a 20 years time jump where Judith ends up with baby Herschel. We have a child called either Carl or Glenn. We could have RJ ending up with Gogo, maybe. If that is not too much age difference. We also have Lydia, who can end up with another male survivor, or maybe she could end up with Gage if Gage redeems himself and becomes kind to Lydia. I actually do see it happening if Gage will ever come back around. We have seen him for a while, but if they bring him back around, then will most likely be Gage forgiving Lydia for everything she's done, and then they become friends and maybe even lovers. Who knows? So Gage could end up with Lydia, or Lydia could find another interesting man. We could have Eugene building the train tracks and losing Stephanie just like in the comics. What could happen to Negan, I'm not really sure. I believe the most likely thing for him to happen is something similar to the comics, him living far away from the rest. We have Daryl and Carol going on a run and never going back. They probably go out to find people. In the comics, by its ending, we have walkers totally extinct, but it has been revealed that there will still be walkers in the Carol and Daryl spin-off, so I believe that by the end of this show, Carol and Daryl will go on a motorcycle bike and ride into their journey and find more people, I believe. That is the story of the show. Maybe Doc goes with them if he's still around. That seems most likely to me. But there will be still walkers around. That is for sure. Don't really get how exactly, but it is still been confirmed that walkers will be around in the Carol and Dale spin-off. So I just believe that by the end of the show, Carol and Dale will get on a motorcycle bike and drive into an uncertain future to find more people. And that is the Carol and Dale spin-off. We know that is coming out in 2023. And then we still have Fear the Walking Dead. The 6th season of Fear the Walking Dead has recently started. And after that, I don't really see much of Fear going on. I believe that after season 6, we may have season 7. But I believe that season 7 will be the last one. I'm not sure how Fear could end. Maybe Morgan eventually does decide to go to Extentia with the rest of them, and then they go live there. Or maybe there's some big time jump and we see them ending up in some new community they all have built together, and they go live there. Those are the only 2 possible endings I could think of. Then we have the recently released new show World Beyond. It has already been confirmed that they will only have 2 seasons. So after season 2, World Beyond is over. So that will most likely end in 2022. And then we still have the Rick Grimes movies. Those will follow Rick Grimes on his journey back to his family. We also have Michonne looking for him. Heat could also most likely appear in these movies, since it has been revealed that Heat was one of the people traded from the scavengers to the CRM for supplies. But in this trilogy, we most likely have the whole story with Rick trying to find Michonne, Michonne trying to find Rick, Jadis just being there, Heat just being there, and we get to know more of the CRM, what exactly their meaning is. And I'm not really sure if it will be 3 films. Some people say it will only be 1. but it could also be 3. It has not been confirmed yet. We don't even know when these movies are going to be released. But the most likely case is somewhere in 2024 or 2025. It will take a long, long time before any of these Rick Grimes movies will ever be released. That's for sure. Then finally, we have another spin-off, Tales of the Walking Dead. And this show will have separate episodes, kind of like a Black Mirror or the Twilight Zone. Every episode has a new story. Every episode follows a different character. So we have an episode about Abraham, about Beta, but all of them are origin stories of certain characters we have either seen before or not just seen before. This show will also introduce new characters and will also have the chance of musicals and animation. 3 stories are confirmed for the show. We have an Abraham episode, an Beta episode, and a Bob episode. And then we also could have a Dixon episode, a Governor episode, a Negan episode, an Terminus episode, maybe something at the prison we haven't seen, something happening in between season 3 and 4. Maybe we'll get a story of Teresa's group before they get to the prison. Maybe we'll also have some stories about characters from the other spin-offs like Danny or Victor. And there will also be episodes about totally new characters. Maybe those episodes will even take place in a whole different country, maybe in a whole different continent, maybe in Europe or Australia, Africa, who knows. But the Tales of the Walking Dead looks like a very interesting spin-off. That looks like the one I'm most excited for. It looks really great. That is kind of the whole future for the Walking Dead franchise. Maybe there will be more. This looks like a pretty good future for the Walking Dead franchise. I'm really excited for it. I hope you are too. Tell me down in the comments below which future Walking Dead project you're most excited for. How many seasons of Fear the Walking Dead do you think are left? How do you think The Walking Dead will end? How do you think Fear the Walking Dead will end? How do you think The World Beyond will end? What kind of stories are you expecting to happen in Tales of the Walking Dead? How do you think the Rick Grimes movies will go? Tell me all down in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and see you guys next time.